Hi, and welcome to video 10 of Function Basics. Okay, we've talked about error checking your inputs in your functions. Remember now, when you're checking for an error and you're knitting your document, you have to set in your chunk header, error equals true, or these documents will not knit, okay? So the last thing we're going to talk about is return values. So you're going to do basically, you can do an explicit return statement that will kick the code out and return a specific value at that time. So it'll exit the code if you use the word return. It kicks out right then. Generally, though, what a code does, what a function will do, is will return the last thing it computes. That's the output it gives you back when you execute the function. Now, sometimes you want to break out of a program early and return a certain value. So this may be if you've got, say, one trivial condition and return early if that's the case, or you have an if statement that has one simple case and one complex case. But in general, you don't need to put explicit return statements into your code. Just remember, what R is going to return from your function, the output it will provide, is the last thing it computed before it gets done. So if there's an if statement and an else statement, whichever one it computes is what it will return. Now, environment. R is going to look for your names of your functions and the variables in the current environment before it looks elsewhere. So generally, we're going to do most of our coding within R Markdown, so the R Markdown is its own environment. If you have something in the console, you've computed something in the console, when you knit your document, it doesn't know that that's there. So if you define X in your console, when you're running the R Markdown, it doesn't know what X is unless you have put that X specifically in your R Markdown document. Okay, so that's one of the reasons we work in R Markdown, is because it's sort of a self-contained bubble container that has all of your environment contained within it. That concludes our function basics. Let's see, I did give you an exercise, I believe, in terms of the return values. So I asked you to look at some code and figure out what it will return, what will the return value be, and you can try it out, and why. Okay, so the why is important for you to step me through exactly which line it exits from and why it returns that. Okay, so that is your exercise 9. Thanks so much, and join us next for, I think it's dplyr. Take care.